Good evening, students. I am Mahendra Kumar, faculty of Mount Literacy School, PGT Accounts and English. We are once again here with the lecture of class 10th. Today I am going to explain you the first poem of your book, literature part, and the name of the poem is Dust of Snow. Dust of Snow. Okay? Which means particles of snow, small particles of snow. This is a poem written by Robert Frost. He was a great poet. After William Wordsworth, he was also called a nature poet, and he has written many poems based on nature. So now we'll begin the poem. This poem is only of 8 lines. Now this is a very small poem and very simple poem which have deep meaning. It explains us, it signifies how small things in a life makes big changes in a life in future. So we have to see whether whatever steps we are taking in a life, whether small or big, we should be very careful in choosing or taking steps in life so that our future should not be ruined. Okay, so we'll begin. I'll be explaining you the poem. First we'll read the poem. The way a crow shook down on me. The way a crow. Now crow over here is symbolism. Symbolism used by the poet. Now crow is mostly used when it is a sign of blackness. It is a sign of evil. Crow. Evil means when there is dejection in your mind, when you are depressed. So in the poem, the poet was actually depressed. So the way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow. I told you dust of snow means particles of snow. तो क्या हुआ, पोएट एक पेड़ के नीचे बैठा था. कौन सा पेड़ था? हेमलॉक का. कौन सा पेड़ था? हेमलॉक का. फ्रॉम अ हेमलॉक ट्री. नाउ हेमलॉक is a poisonous plant or tree which have white flowers, and the roots of these flowers is also used to make some poisonous substance which causes intoxication for certain duration of time. In many plays of Shakespeare, this plant is mentioned, like it is mentioned in Tempest, in one of the plays of Shakespeare. Okay, so that does not concern us. We have to just look through the poem. So the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Hemlock is a poisonous plant having white flowers, and crow is, again I am telling you, an example of symbolism, and hemlock tree is also an example of symbolism. So here the poet is dejected, he is very sad, he is depressed, and he is sitting under a tree. Which tree? Hemlock tree. Mind. Has given my heart. So the snow, the crow was sitting on that. It was perching on the tree, it was sitting on the tree. So as the crow moved and flew away, what happened? Some dust particles of that snow fell on the poet. They were falling on the poet, and the poet got, now what is this? Some cold. He was shivering and he was thinking, where the snow? So has given my heart a change of mood. First, remember children, he was in a depressed mood, he was in a very dejected mood, he was very sad. He was in the situation of utter hopelessness. But now as the dust particles fell over the poet, a change of mood, yani his state of mind is changed, and saved me some part of a day I had rued. Rued means he was feeling regretful, he was sad, he was holding himself in regret. So the poet throughout the day, means half of the day he is already wasted in dejection and sitting depressed like this, not doing anything, and he was thinking about something past, that what he has already done. So the bygones are bygones. We don't have to look over them. We don't have to think about them again and again. हम अपना फ्यूचर आज सुधारेंगे तो हमारा फ्यूचर सुधर जाएगा. हम अपना पास्ट बदल नहीं सकते. जो ऑलरेडी हो चुका बच्चों, वो वापस नहीं आएगा. Same way, this poem is again giving you the message. Suppose you're not studying, you're weak in certain things. So now is the time. Now is the time for you to learn something. Utilize the time properly. Utilize this lockdown time properly. Increase your hobbies. Increase your vocabulary. Increase your speaking skills. This is the time. Write some difficult words from the dictionary every day. Write some idiom and phrases. So the poet here is giving you an example of himself, that he is now thinking When the dust particles fell over his head, he thought, my God, I have already wasted half of my day. So he got up and started moving, and he said, and saved some part. Please pay attention here, this line is carrying a very important message. जो टाइम पोएट ने बचा लिया वो ये कह रहा मैं फालतू दिन भर बैठा रहता शाम तक वहां पे, हो सकता अगले दिन बैठता, हो सकता अगले दिन बैठता, लेकिन मैंने उस दिन का कुछ हिस्सा बचा लिया. ऑफ द डे आई हैड रूड मीन्स ही फेल्ट regretful, he felt sad. So I'm telling you children, this poem is giving you the message that don't waste time crying over your worries. What is the use of crying over a spilt milk? This is the phrase, this is the proverb. Okay, what is the use of crying over spilt milk? So here the poet is saying, I have saved a part of the day. So now here the poetic devices used in the poem is irony. A contrast is drawn between reality and expectation. यानी reality हमारे सामने कुछ भी ला सकती है. हम तो सोच रहे ये होगा वो होगा, हम ऐसा करेंगे वैसा करेंगे, but the future have challenges in store for you. So it is you who have to be alert and attentive and prepare yourself for the war. Not for the war exactly, war to meet the future challenges. War over here does not mean with the guns and the bullets and the bombshells. No. The war here means to get prepared to face future challenges. Okay, and rue the medicinal plant over here. I was like over here, sorry. Reality and expectation. Poet uses the name of poisonous plant hemlock, and rue medicinal plant is again an irony. Over here, hemlock I told you poisonous plant, and if you remove this D from here, now rue is a medicinal plant. Okay, so poet is again using, first he is using the example of poisonous plant. When his mind was changed, when he got relaxed, when his state of mind was changed, he used the example of rude. Rude word means felt regretful, but only rue means it is an example of medicinal plant. So he got some sort of medicine by the sprinkling of those dust particles when the crow flew from that tree. Okay. And symbolism was crow and hemlock, and rhyming scheme is ABAB. I hope children you must have understood the poem. You can read the summary from internet and mark down the difficult words and complete the question answers of this chapter only NCERT or in your fair notebooks. Okay, thank you children. I hope you're keeping well. Thank you.